Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Matt Shad. Oh, it is a strange time indeed. A strange time indeed. So, I don't know. I'm feeling inspired here, so I thought I'd talk about some things. And, well, I don't know. Yeah. So. Well, as the I just found out. I mean, we knew it was going to happen, but the people of Canada are the Freedom Convoy. They're being rounded up as we speak. uh, we started to make arrests. Go to check out Northern Girl Hobbies. I posted it on my community page, and then of course Dakota. Dakota talked about it, made me aware of it. And yeah, they're cracking down. Isn't that interesting? So I think we can rule out WROL. I think we can, especially in Canada, right? Yeah, it's going to be a police state. That's what they want. They want that police state. And to get it, they're willing to just let everybody just go. Let everybody just go. All right. Nunya, John H., Kentucky Survival, Death Claw, Rooster, Cats Meow, Broussard, Stewart. Yes. Yeah, so what does... There you go. Tidings. Was me, it says, yeah, it's acting hostile. They're gonna gaslight, they're gonna lie, and it's a police state. That's what's up. Hava. So that we know that it's gonna yes, absolutely. Full retard. Full retard. But that's expected, right? I mean, it's only a matter of time until here. But here they have to do it a little different. Just a little different. Yeah, any kind of protest, large gathering of people is just going to be kind of just whatever. You know, who knows? Maybe we will. Maybe our Stan and Lana. Hey, what's up, Stanley? If we were to, well, we've seen what happened with the Jan 6 thing. Monique, oh man, please report, drop links. I seen, I noticed something interesting when I tried to go to convoycoverage.com. It would not pick it up. I can't go to the site. It just whoop, takes me right out. Joe Morgan. It Google says no. Thank you, Def Claw. My phone, I cannot pick up the convoy coverage. All I can do is pick up old news. And we've noticed that there's a kind of a media blackout. If you've noticed that they're just not covering a lot of shit. Really, Broussard. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And they control the media. That's the thing. They control the media. They control the airwaves, or so they say. Cat Letty Holmes sent me at 23 meow. Just love that name. I love saying the name. So I don't know. I mean, will that happen here? They would like for it to. But what we do have here is the middle of the night squad, you know, the alphabet soup that comes in the middle of the night and hauls you off without nobody knowing about it. That would be how they would do it here. You know, that's the only thing they have. They could gaslight and and just make up trumped up charges and go for anyone here, which they might do. Hilarion. Well, yeah. Well, he who knocks on the door. Joe, he who knocks on the door. You got to sleep sometimes. They just don't give a shit. They will come in and put lead in everything, make everything lay down. I mean, or they'll catch you at work, or they'll catch you coming out of the grocery store, or going to check your mail. It's very simple. If they want you, they can grab you, and they will, and they have, and they will. Yeah, it is. What's up, Lorak? But we're a feisty bunch. Yes, we are. Yes, I think so. That's more. Yeah, we're having a bit of a ice storm right now. 40 to 60 mile an hour gust of winds, freezing rain. Yeah, there it rained a little bit today and it was 58 degrees, and then it just continuously dropped all day long. Yeah. Yes. Always cat lady. But that's the thing is, oh, get the bot. Who's got the bot? Bot. Fucking bots. Oh, even Charity's coming to say what's up. But yeah, I mean, that's what we have in store for us. We all thought, oh my God, Shift is going to be, WROL. It's not. It's good kill, Stuart. It's not. It's going to be no Charity. Oh, that's more too? Right on. Everybody got a piece of that thing. No, I gave you treats. No more treats for you. Ha ha. Ah. Got him. No. I'm mowing my finger. She goes, she licks my finger. We do live in a very interesting times, do we not, Ronnie? So, what does that mean? Yeah, we've got 2A, but you were sleeping. I'm sorry, did I wake you? Go back to bed, honey. But I mean, the people of Canada in Ottawa, they're standing up. You're like, okay, arrest us. It's such a nice group of people. I mean, seriously, the whole freaking country is just nice. 30 million something people. I think it's 30 million. Is it 30 million of just nice people? We all feel that way, Rooster. We do. But it's more like the slow boil, and they just keep ramping it up and typo. They turn up the heat, they turn it down. They turn up the heat, they turn it down. So it's just yeah, Monique. But they're going into treacherous waters. But that's where they knew they were going to go. Who knows what kind of what they're going to get in they don't know what kind of reception they're going to get right on Joe Morgan. Linda, what's up? They don't know what kind of reception they're going to get when they get into incarceration. Hopefully they'll be treated well. We know that our Jan 6 guys are not being treated well. A million cuts. How many more are we willing to take? Before. But yeah, he was. Yeah, I seen that on Northern Girl Hobbies. Jenny put that. I put it on my community page, shared it. and they've shut down all the banks, freezed all assets. If it's not a, it's a regime. It's a tyrannical regime. It's not a free country. So why would they stop? And you think about it, they're risking everything. Everything, their livelihood, their lives, their kids. And it's snowing like crazy in Ottawa right now. Yeah. They're being arrested as we speak, rounded up. They're going willingly. They're going peacefully. My question is, did you, Monique? Yeah. I don't have any money to take out, so I'm good. Are they? But seriously, Joe, are they really? They're really not. I don't think so. I don't think a majority of people are. I would say there's a lot of people. Harvest Mary Moon, yes, good evening. I would say there's a lot of people that are like-minded, that are willing to throw away everything for that cause, to stand for freedom. But I don't think a lot of people are. I really don't. I really do believe that a lot of people will say, no, we'll live under a little oppression, just to keep ourselves, alive in this rat race. I had a fake arrest on someone who looked polluted and media was in front of the center. Ah, yeah, Carly, I see. Money, what's that? Yeah, exactly. Right, I know. The whole 3%, 1%. Yeah, sure. And you could argue that's how our 1776 happened too. Is it wasn't everybody, but I don't think a lot of people are willing to do that. And how do you do that? how do you take to the streets? Or do you take to the streets? Bye done needs to work to WROL for his China buddies, a door greeter. Yeah, right. Ours moving. Yeah, I can imagine. See what that looks like. Fried taters. Yeah. Have a day nice. People ask when they. Yeah, who's they? Yeah, nobody's saving us. It's us against the world. Every government is corrupt. Everyone, including ours. They're all compromised. Everything. The whole world. But we have something that they do not. We have strength in numbers. We have freedom. We have freedom because we declare freedom. That's the difference. We don't fight for our rights. There's no saying that you fight for your rights means that you're asking for your rights back. You don't ask for your rights back. You don't beg and plead. You say, I declare my freedom. There's a difference. There's a big difference. And I think, what's up, Corn Pop? But they know that they can come at us sideways. They can come at us with our money. They can come at us with our job. They can come at us with all these regulations and bullshit. They can raise our taxes. They can take our food. They can take our fuel. They can take our dog food. They control everything. So we're going to stop this. We're going to have to endure a long, arduous hardship. One that could possibly put us back at least till something that looks like the 1860s. Seriously. I mean, seriously. And that's the thing, S4, is we're so divided. If we're not divided, accused, yeah, yeah. And yeah, we're so divided and so far away that even if you try to like say, hey, I'm over here, hey, how about 18 million you veterans show up on this place at this certain time? Never make it. You'll never make it because the all the alphabet soups will be no knocking you at that time. Yes. The whole rabbit hole conspiracy theory with the black helicopters and the hut guys fast roping down and going through your window. That's going to be true. That's the only way they can come at us. You know that and sideways with the whole bullshit. So that's how do you prep for that? How do you prep for that? You know. Yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. Bring on the old west. But that implies because the old west was that implies that there was without rule of law because it really was a very lawless time, very broad area, not a lot of law enforcement, a lot of sheriffs, a town maybe, but just one guy covering one guy and a few deputies. Uh, Knock us back to the steam age. Right. Oh, time to research some steam technology, which I am actually doing right now with where I live. Pretty interesting. But I can run a boiler room with propane, coal, wood, newspapers, anything that burns. But when you do that, I have to do a lot of cleaning through the whole system, which is kind of weird. So, then there's the whole hard water thing and replacing the water that makes the steam, and then the steam damage, the water damage to the areas. There's a lot of maintenance involved in that, which I'm finding out through the maintenance guy here. But anyway, and until everything. Wow, really cool, Joe. But until they have to keep this system going where you have to work, you have to pay your taxes, you have to pay your insurance, you have to pay your registration, your license, you have to pay all that shit. You got to pay your property tax. You got to pay all that shit. That has to stay in play. Okay? That will never go away. Death and taxes are the only things that are sure in America. And that more and more it's going to become a PS, a police state. Now we see this the biggest we see what's going on with Canada. Yes, it's true. They don't have a lot of the 2A that we have. And yes, Prepper Book Club. And yes, they're very, very nice. They're extremely nice. Every arrest I've seen was very non-combative. It was just let's go, go, go. Thank you very much. Yes, Thorvigi. Slave, slave, slave. Tax, tax, tax. Sick of it. Yeah. So, and every arrest I seen was thank you very much, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Why are you thanking them? No, you should be saying fuck you. That's what we do. Find a cure for MS. All right, hey, what's up? We're not nice to our Leos here. We're not at all. It's a different thing here, which demands respect. We are a rowdy bunch, and I'll tell you who else is rowdy, and it's France. It's very true. Police brutality happens a lot because the people just are not willing to be arrested for anything. Same thing in the UK. There's no yeah, fuck you very much. Yeah. There's obscenities, there's fights with the cops as they're arresting them for anything. No man can serve two masters. That's right. After the wheel, as I've treated a lot of us, they don't deserve our respect. Well, and let's talk about that for a minute. We know that there are fraternal order of police is random geo is a long-standing establishment and institution that you could argue is kind of separate from federal. You know, they kind of Appalachian PA. All right. Hey, thank you very much. Appalachian PIA. You guys check her out. I will make you blue next time. She puts out some great content, great intel. Hey, Auntie T. But a lot of our policemen, they really want to do the right thing. You know, they grew up wanting to be the serve and protect person. That's really what they wanted to do. I know. I mean, I talked to them throughout my whole life. I, thought about it myself and actually became somewhat of one. You know, but I always had to, mix with the Leos in my professions. But they really want to do the right thing. They really do. It's just that things change and they're scared too. So and we do see the subversion of the Leos. We know that a lot of countries like Australia, UK, Canada, the law enforcement, is not on the people's side. They're not. Here, our cops, they have one job, and that's to grab criminals. They do teach them that, if you look hard enough, you can find dirt on just about anybody. Everybody, if you investigate and do some detectiving, you will find out with your interaction that somebody is doing something illegal. And that's but their job is to enforce. And so they do that. And with that being said, going after the criminals, going after the violent, offenders, yeah, there's the whole, overreaching and pushing it, that can be addressed. But for the most part, they do a lot to keep crime down. That's what they do. That's what they do. They go after people that are, doing bad things, bad people doing bad things. But once they overreach and they push it, then they know that we're going to call them on their shit. They know that. James Curl, make your trade. So we will probably never see Hello Bunnies. We will probably never see the type of law enforcement, that's going on in Canada, that's going on in Australia, for damn sure. And for one, our cops are scared. Their cops are not. You see over there, they make anybody a fucking cop. As long as you can follow the immediate response to orders. As long as you can do that, immediate response to orders. Boom. Okay. Arrest that guy. We didn't do anything wrong. Don't question it. Just do it. Boom. Okay. Good. They just do. Now, a lot of those cops in Ottawa are quitting. A lot of the RCMPs and their whatever. But once you get into the alphabet soups, yeah, I mean, Joe, yeah, when the politics get involved, then things turn nasty, because we all know that and Sun Tzu even talks about it, that when a war becomes political, it's not for it's for political gain. It destroys the general's word. I mean, we've seen it throughout our whole freaking life. I mean, everything from I'd have to say all the way back until going all the way back to Spanish-American War. So many gaslighting and so many reasons to go to war, and they just went to war. They made up a reason to go to war. Stormin Norman Schwarzkopf was probably the best example we ever seen of how a war is supposed to be conducted. He came in, he kicked ass, and he left. That's how a war is supposed to do. It ain't supposed to drag out for years. It ain't supposed to, let's destroy this country. Hey, let's rebuild it. Yeah, that never works. You let them rebuild it. You know, Japan worked out because we kind of they wanted to work to build their own country afterwards. Germany, they had their own little plans. They just kind of, they got their ass kicked. They got humbled. So they got bamboozled. They lost and they got humbled. And that's exactly what's going on here. The exact same thing that happened in Germany in the 1930s and 1940s is happening now to us, to Canada, to Australia, the bastions of the Western world, the pillars. Right. The sheriff's, yeah, but he's one guy. He's only one guy. He's one guy. That's it. He can, he can deputize everybody, and we've heard of that. We've heard of that. So yeah, definitely talk to your sheriff, but he can lie to you if he wants. Nobody's coming to save us. Nobody is coming to save us. We have to do this on our own. We have to look out for ourselves. We have to protect our own. We have to provide for our own. That's it. Nobody's coming to save us. Matter of fact, all odds are stacked against us. But we will win. We will win. If we follow the exact principles that founded this country in the first place, even though our government has torn up the freaking Constitution, doesn't mean we have to. Right, James? Well, I'm pretty sure that's already been done. Anyway, and I'm not the only one. Yes, your local police department, your local police lieutenants and your captains and all that. It's here. I mean, they have a outreach, a citizens police force, and they get involved in the community and the people, and the people work with. So it's in Cleveland here. It's a little different. Now there is alphabet soups. There is FBI, ATF, and U.S. Marshals, and they do things. But they're mostly here because this is basically a border state. Half of the Erie Coast is Canada, is Canadian, and people do come and go and try to move things back and forth. So there's that. So the Coast Guard is here, of course. Back to blue till it happens to you. Right. Wow. And we all have our little horror stories of Leo's gone bad. But they have to be really, really thinking really hard and questioning their loyalty about right now. Most of the alphabet soups have already been compromised and already been. That's right, Nunya. And any kind of Leo, if you've ever dealt with any kind of Leo, if you know anything about being a Leo or something, you have to project force. You have a monopoly on threatening force. It's you will comply. There's no allowing for any kind of questioning. That's how they work. And yes, they can lie to you. They can absolutely fucking lie to you. And yeah, I mean, we know that the whole medical tyranny thing is only just a ploy to get our rights, to get us to willingly submit. Right, Joe. So I don't know. I just came to the realization, because we all think that we all think that there's going to be rule without law. There's going to be, massive, that for some reason the government and the police force are just going to dissolve and disappear. Yes, kind of. Mock shock Pikachu face. Right, Deathclaw? Pikachu. But Yeah, and we've seen what happened to Contrita. A lot of the police force left to deal with their family, but a lot of them are not. A lot of them are going to stick around. A lot of them are going to work. They're going to get to work. That's true, and I've seen that in Africa. That's exactly what happened in Africa. you know. That's true, very true, Nunya. But they can if the system stays intact. Mama Red, what's up? They can if the system stays intact. As of now, this system is not going to dissolve anyone. Skull! What's up, War Child? It's not going. We like this system of living. This is one of the best and most convenient, life of luxury that the history of the world has ever known. Really. What? So much for blessing the rains of Africa. I know, Bug Dude. Yeah. Yeah, Prepper Book Club. That is really the way we should do it. Absolutely. All of us personally. Well, Ronnie, yeah. I mean, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of. Especially in the UK, in Canada, in Australia, I'm seeing the same training that I received being used against the people in their police force. Yeah. Yeah, carry a gun at all times. Absolutely. Carry a gun, a knife. You don't think the Vikings would thrive in today's society? Well, see, the Vikings were opportunists. They took a lot of, and they weighed the risk and the reward, and they're like, fuck it. And they also believe that, well, dying to get rich is good enough goal as any. So, yeah. I mean, but where are the Vikings today? Where are the Vikings today? Some could argue that the Vikings have taken over, and that's why we're getting all this crap. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Joe. Long time before that, but they had to. This has been working. They're working towards this goal of enslaving us, to whipping us into submission. Vikings with machine guns. Yeah. That's what they want to do. So there'll never be a world without law. No. Quite the contrary. It will be a world police state. That's what they want. And to work for the government, as opposed to not working for the government, being a slave, a peon, a total submissive scorched earth. So yeah, that's what they're afraid of, and what they're praying for. They want us to take ourselves out. They want us to willingly submit. Oh shit! I want to sing that so bad, Rooster. I'm trying to make a point. They want us to submit. Right now, we are the engine. Yeah, War Child. That is it. That's it. They want us to join or die. Join or die. We are the engine. Yeah. Yeah. Deathclaw, that wouldn't be too bad, I think. I choose death. I don't choose death. I won't choose death. I'll choose somebody else's death. I have a never say die attitude. I'm just going to keep coming. But I'm not calling for any kind of armed insurrection or anything like that. We need to figure out ways to provide for ourselves and to get out of the system. That's it. That's it. Because it's all compromised. If you have a bank account, it's compromised. If you own a house, if you're paying rent, if you're paying mortgage, if you're paying a car note, a bank note, any of that, compromised. No, don't go to camp. Don't go camping. No more camping. No. But oddly enough that you say that, it gets the fool's end. But there is a lot of camps they've been erected. They've been using the camps for immigration movement, if you will. We all know that 1.7 million plus that we know of being flown into this country freely, while Americans are still fucking trapped in Afghanistan. No, they don't want them. They want the fighting age males that don't speak English. Yeah, Klingon. Yeah. That's who they want here. That's who they want. Because those Americans trapped in Afghanistan might know a thing or two about what's going on. And, you haven't heard anything about them. The ones that have came back. Nobody has. They're just, don't know. There's actually a gag order placed on them. When they come into the States, an agent says, hey, you just came from Afghanistan. Guess what? Shut your fucking mouth. Carry on with your life. They do that shit. Strong arm tactics. It's like we've got this mafioso boss that's walking down our neighborhood, and we got to pay him protection money. It is. It's a criminal organization. It really is. A criminal organization that is worldwide. The whole world order. The I call them the occultist elites. The elite occultists. The EO. Because they really truly believe that they are the sons and daughters of Satan or some shit. I don't know. The fucking, Cthulhu's kids or some shit. I don't know. Klaus and his alien fucking, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, they're going to do whatever they need to do to keep us in line. And we're living a lie. This whole fucking thing is a lie. It is. Yeah, it's all a lie. It is. It truly is. And the people in Canada are figuring that out. Master. Yeah, master. We all have masters, don't we? We all do things and give our allegiance to one thing or another that controls our lives, But as preppers and warriors, we gather resources, we gather knowledge, and we train, and we toughen and harden our bodies, and we sharpen our mind, and we see things that the rest of the world does not see, that our neighbors do not know. All they know is that life is good. Yeah, they had to put on a mask, and they had to get, they had to take 3 shots of bourbon to get into the DMV, but, whatever. They're okay with that. They're fine. They're fine. And, oh yeah, if there's some wokeness going on, and, hey, Black Lives Matter, and, some kind of transgender, indigenous midget runs for office, then we all need to go, hey, okay, fine, good for you. I'll take a knee, whatever. And I I need to shut up because I'm about to go off on that. We see what's going on. They started a long time ago. They started with our fucking kids. Even Charity agrees. What do you see with China? What is China doing? China is making their people macho, raw, manly. Go fight, kill. Join the freaking army. Be a badass. Be a man. What the fuck are we doing? We're encouraging our boys and girls to be girls and boys. Our military, our fucking military is paying for gender reassignment surgeries. They're counseling each other on CRT. Do you see what's going on here? Pick a pronoun. Yeah, I got one for you. Fuck you. That's it. You pussify the masses. You pussify them. You pussify them. And Aaron, it's actually happened many times over. If a tyrannical regime, if a tyrannical regime was worried about its masses, its people rising up and revolting, it would turn on the creature comforts. It would say, okay, it's okay to be effeminate and flaunt and do this, do that kind of thing. It's okay. It's okay for your kids to think like little. I'm holding my tongue. They start with the kids. They subvert the young minds because they're easy, and they grow up. And little Timmy now wants to be little Jennifer. And you could say the same thing. It absolutely destroys the nuclear family. Leave it to Beaver. Who's going to have babies? All the girls in high school, in elementary, junior high, and high school, they don't want to be girls. They want to go fight MMA. They want to go beat up boys. They want to go be a boy. They want to go lift weights, take hormone pills, testosterone. Chop off their boobs and be a man. So they're not going to have kids. They got ways to doing all that, and sooner or later somebody's going to figure out a way to make a reassignment surgery, if you know what I mean, for women. But it's the women are just as important as the men. You need tough, strong, brass, hard, smelly, stinky, hairy men. And you need sweet, dainty, beautiful women. That's the way the world works. What's up, Bad Jack? That's the way it works. And everything has to be subverted. So we need to hang on to that. We need to hang on to that. Be charming. Yeah. I mean, it's not to mean that a boy can't do certain things, but he still has to realize he's a man. And there's a lot of things expected of a man. Women, sure, there's some badass women. I don't know if I've told the story or not, but I used to go roll. It was in Myrtle Beach, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I could take most guys that were my age and my level and some young ones because I got a little skill. There was this one girl I could not beat. She fucking made me tap out every time. I mean, she would get me with an arm bar, a rear naked choke. You know, that was it. Boom, I'm done. You know, I was like, and she only weighed like 130 pounds. I'm like 2 plus, you know, 6 foot tall. And she was like 5'7", but she whooped my ass every time. Now, I mean, could I get a punched her or something? But yeah, sure, kicked her. But I mean, chances are she probably would have ate that kick or ate that punch and put me in a rear naked choke anyway. So I could never best her. She was just, her skill was too great. Yeah, she was actually. She was, you know, for a little girl. She was in her 20s. Thermite. None yet. I really, okay, yes, I must admit, in the beginning, I was kind of like, well, I don't want to hurt her, you know? Because men have to be chivalrous. I don't want to hit a girl. I don't want to, but I was wrestling, you know, jujitsu, you know? I was like, okay, I'm just going to overpower her and, you know, make her tap out. No, it wasn't the case. And I underestimated her. And she took advantage of that quickly. And then after a while, I was like, okay, fine. I cannot show you mercy. Okay, great. And it really pushed me. And I almost got her a few times, you know, but she just, you know, she whooped my ass every time. She made me tap every time. So yeah, there's always exceptions to the rule, and that should be fostered. Women are really good shots. They're really good. They're really fast. If you've seen any of these women shooters, Jerry Mukulek's daughter is about to break his record. Okay. Yeah, right, right. And yeah, there has to be, you know, we've all seen that where girls try to fight guys, but you know, in boxing and stuff, it just doesn't work out. I'm burning up here, yo. Fire it up. I'm tired of this shit. Yeah. Fat man. I know, perplexing, isn't it? But we have to keep, like Native says, we have to go out. Not only do we have to go after the culture, but we have to preserve our culture. Okay, we have to preserve that. We have to be men. We have to be men of character. We have to be women of character. We have to be patriots. We have to be constitutionalists. We have to be conservative. And that's okay. You can be liberal. Okay, that's fine. I get it, whatever. But you're still a fucking American. You know, you're still a fucking sentient being of planet Earth. All right? So act accordingly. What's coming? We all know what's coming. What's coming is police state. It is going to be every integrity. Yeah, there's so many things like we could talk about, you know. Yes. Honor, courage, integrity, you know, tact, I mean, tenacity. Disavow podcast. No, don't be liberal. But you know, you get my point. You know, we can all agree to disagree. We all just can't agree. That's never fun. I mean, I mean, seriously. You know, we have to disagree. That's how you learn. That's how you get your point across. That's how we figure shit out, you know? That's right, Bug Dude. I mean, you look at it, we have to I'll take dimes, fat man. Hey, what's up, Jeep? Man, how's it going up there? So it's a police state. That's what they want. But are they going to get enough people? No, nobody does, Aaron. Nobody does. So we have to have that in us. Bosco Blue, what's up? So I don't care who they are. We have to preserve who we are. Yeah. that's a good point, Bonnie. That's a very good point. You had to learn that shit. You had to earn it. They definitely are. They definitely are. Thermite. Absolutely. BlackRock, Vanguard, State Street. All owned by Larry Fink, by the way. Who was on this wall, by the way? Yeah, as well. Larry Fink. Yeah. He is a Fink. It was 58 degrees today, and now it's 19 degrees and freezing rain. Well, kind of. But it's not going to be shift unless the bombs fall. Unless it's nuclear freaking winter. And then it's just going to be a matter of time until they reclaim everything and enslave everyone. Who's left, by the way? And whoever's left. Right, Klingon? I'll keep my change. Sorry. Yeah. True American Loretta. Hello. But patrolling the Mojave. That's right. I know. It could be the NCR. Could be Kaiser. Guardsman, what's up, man? Hey, we're talking about some shit. Right, Joe. But I mean, there's a lot of people that don't. That's not the way they're built. It's just not how they operate. That's not what they do. Always bet on the house. Yeah. Well, that's the great thing about games is you can explore all possibilities, and I didn't, and I found out. Whoa, shit. Yeah, right. I told you, pastrysex.com. I'm gonna make it happen. Most blocked men on YouTube. Yeah, wow. Right, Disavow. Wow, Guardsman. Yeah, how about that? Well, we're talking about Fallout, New Vegas, but yeah. There's just so. Yes, those are sneezes. It's too many people, and we're all guilty of it too. That want to make that almighty dollar. They bless me. Yeah, bless me, please. Thank you all, but I'm not Christian. But thank you anyway. Yeah. You guys know why we bless people, right? When they sneeze. Yeah. Y'all know, right? Yeah. People actually believed back in the medieval times that when you sneeze that a demon could enter your body from sneezing, and so they were they'd say, "God bless you," and they were serious. God bless you. God bless you. Oh, bless you, but Hail Mary, full of. I mean, they just because you were sneezing. Now we know that a sneeze is because there's some kind of. It's kind of true, actually. Your body is feeling some kind of external force coming in. So every cell in your body goes "Huh," and shakes it off and expels whatever was the foreign invader that got in. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how that works. And all sentient beings, dust in the air. Yeah, it could be anything. Looking at the sun can make you sneeze. But neurological thing is figure. Be gone, demon. No, I like my demons. Yeah, I keep them in cages. I let some out every now and then. I gotta know my demons. I gotta know my demons so I can know everybody else's demons. To do good, you gotta know some bad. What's that saying that good men stand ready in the middle of the night to visit evil against bad men, visit bad things. Well, whatever. So you can't be all righteous and good when you're going off to war. Sunshine up your ass. Yeah. Yeah. Don't do it, Kimby. No, don't do it. People have popped out eyeballs, lost a feeling. Moons out, goons out. Yeah. So the night is my friend. The night is my friend. Yes. But all right. Salt trucks are out. Outstanding. They're working. The wind. You guys hear the wind? It's amazing. But there's going to come a time when we're going to have to face that same question that the Canadians are having right now. The Australians are going through it now. They've been going through it for about a year now. We don't hear a lot of that. Everything in their social, in the was it 6 news media, the big mainstream medias, they just black it all out. Hey, I don't care if you're Christian. I mean, that's whatever. I was raised Christian. It's not too warm, fat man. It's freezing rain, and we're looking at we're looking at freezing temperatures tonight. But yeah, it's going to warm up. It is. Regardless of what your religion is, there's going to come a time when we're going to have to question. We're going to have the same question that the Canadians are questioning right now. And they're answering. They're answering their question. They said it. They said it. We're not free. We're not free. And our kids. Wow. Yeah. I agree, Disavow podcast. And our government was set up on Judeo-Christian values. And I support that. I don't have to be Christian though. So, whatever. That's just me being personal. That's my personal right. I declare that. Sorry. I don't want to offend anybody with that, because that's a personal story. I just don't like being Christian. I tried. I did try. I tried being Christian. Yeah, it didn't work. My mind is just not wired for that. It's wired for something else. And be thankful of that. Be thankful of that. Just say that. So it's allowed me to explore other possibilities and learn more things than what Christianity has to offer. But right now, that's what we have. And they're actually going after that, because the Judeo-Christian values and principles that this country and our law enforcement and our way of life is based upon is being eroded, taken away. Oh, thank you very much, Carol Ann. Yes, indeed. So even that is under attack. If you're a Christian, ooh, not so good. Oh, no, that's not woke. And you see the woke going into the Christianity, going into the church. You see this. The Pope himself. What the fuck? They have to erode that. They have to erode everything that is morally high so that they can break us down and take over. Yeah, Rooster. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Kimby. That's a good point. Everything is being assaulted. The commie Pope. Yeah, that's... He said he was a Nazi youth, right? So actually, he's like a fascist pope. I've been to the Vatican. I've been to Rome. Man, that's the richest city in the world, I tell you. Beautiful too. Independent, many united. And yes, we are independent. We have to figure out a way to become independent and many and united. So I think that's why we kind of we kind of gravitate towards prepping and sub hutch. All right. That's why we go towards the prepping and the homesteading and the warrior channels and the tactical channels, the fighting channels, is because we want to foster that and to be with around like-minded individuals that can stand up to what's coming, that we know is coming. Right now, the Canadians are paying. They're losing. Where are they winning? It's one battle that's just happened. And the Canadians say that they're not free and they're fighting for their children's freedom. We're not fighting for our children's freedom. There's abortions on every fucking side street. and any time that you go and yeah, exactly. It's the subversion and the perversion of everything that we hold dear and decent and true. And yeah, you got to have some rebels in there, you know, because there's always going to be a rebel. Always. How you do the rebel yell? Anyway, I can't do it. I can't do it because I can't get loud right now. People are trying to go to sleep. But my neighbors are trying to sleep, so. Yeah! Everything will be now affect all future generations. Yeah, and they have plans to take over everything, you know? That's it. So we have to be prepared. That's what we're doing. We're preparing, right? We're getting gear, we're getting food, medical, we're getting the training, we're getting things to protect ourselves with and to, you know, oh, is it yeet yeet? Yeah. Not the yeet yeet. That's some deep southern fried right there. Yeet yeet. But we know that there's going to come a time when we're going to be questioned. We're going to be questioned on a soul level. Are you willing? Are you willing to just lose it all? Are you willing to just lose everything you have and suffer for freedom? I believe so, Carol Ann. I believe so. Higher love, hey, I subscribe to universal brotherhood. I really do. I do. And I have hopes for humanity. I really do. Always have. I've watched throughout my lifetime, I've evolved and I've watched humanity evolve. And this is one of the things that has to happen. We are being questioned. Oh, really? You want to be evolved, huh? You want to have one fucking love, huh? Okay, great. We'll see about that. So we're being tested. It's a test. And we got to pass it. Because if we don't pass it, we're not going to make it. Yeah, there's only going to be one love. And if you don't produce enough salt, you'll die for it. You're ahead of being on a skate. You'll be a slave for that love. You know, there's always going to be those that take advantage. They're going to take advantage of situations. Take, for instance, the Shaolin monks, okay? That story is as old as time. They were peace-loving. They were Buddhist. You know anything about Buddhists? Is do not harm. Their golden rule is do not harm anything. Do not change the karma of anything. Do not step on a bug. Do not say words that are hurtful. Only say words that are helpful and kind. Do only work in a job that has good karma. I mean, that kind of thing, right? So what happened? They got taken advantage of. They wouldn't eat meat, so they were starving, and people just came in their monastery, whooped their ass, and took their shit. Until a guy named Lord Tomo, fiery fucking red-headed beast from the woods, was like, no, you're doing it all wrong. and taught him kung fu and meditation and other shit. And from there, Shaolin is now a formidable fighting force and a state of mind. Yes, I have the right to be peaceful. I have the right to pursue whatever I want. But fuck you if you're going to try to take it from me. That's the kind of one love you got to have. That's seriously, you really do. You got to have that how dare you, oh really attitude. Love, peace, and hair grease, by the way. I pray for your evolution, but fuck you. I got to eat. You're not taking my shit. And then it goes on to there. And then it goes on to protecting those and teaching. Teaching and protect. Yeah, love, peace, and AR-15. Yeah. And it's been proven. An armed society is a polite society. It sure is. Yeah, sure, Coanne Henderson. Absolutely. And it is. And we all have love. We all have love for that. You know? We do. And we love being in a society that loves each other, loves ourselves. And I see love here. I see it. I see the Cleveland love. You know? Yeah, we all do, don't we, Guardsmen? But who's taking it from us is who we're paying them to do it. We're giving them money to do it. Here, take my money. Oppress me. Please, enslave me. Here's my money. I give it to you willingly. See, right there and then, we need to stop that. How do you stop that? How do you stop that system? How do you stop paying into the system? I know, Caroline. Yeah, I know I love you too. And everybody loves everybody. Absolutely. Everybody loves everybody. Until you come for my shit. Until you tell me I've got to give up something. Until you pull me over for going too fast. Until you say that, oh, you can't say those things. Tough love. Yeah, there's tough love. That's a love too. Tough love. It's patriotic to pay taxes. Yeah. See, I talked about it before, you know. If even, you know, did you know that there's over 50 to 80 million Americans that don't pay taxes? They just don't. They never do. They never have paid taxes. They don't want to pay taxes. Some can't. Some are in poverty and whatever. So our tax dollars go to them. But a lot of people don't pay taxes, and there's ways around it, you know. But what if you just don't pay your taxes? Yeah. I mean, that's it, you know. But what do? I mean, then there lies the problem there. When you take all the money, if everybody took their money out of the bank, guess where their money would be? There would be in their home. There would be on their person. Then crime is going to rise. There's an idea. You know, tax evasion, jail time. Well, 50 to 80 million Americans are not jailed. You know, right on thermite. I've done the whole, you know, tax evasion thing ish. I 1099. I claimed exempt and paid penalties and fees and still got a chunk of change, but they still, you know. And how do we do that? We can't. Yeah. That's right. That's the enslavement we have. We're stuck. We're stuck in this. Got to have money for everything. That's the way this system works. And those who have money have things and have power and privilege. See what happened in the Super Bowl? All the peons wore a mask. All the celebrities did not. And it was okay. Yet You go to New York and you walk in a store without a mask, a cop tells you, "Hey, put on your mask, or I'm gonna, or you gotta leave." So the guy leaves, and you arrest him anyway. So they're gonna come at you anyway. It's you stay home. At some point, you're gonna have to mix with society. It's just the way it is. If you don't, I mean, you can stay at home, but eventually, somebody's coming home. Somebody's coming to your home. I'm poverty level income bracket and I pay taxes. I want to, damn, Carsman. See, and that's great. We can disagree, and that's okay. And I like that. And I took an oath for that. I took an oath for that. I took an oath for your right to disagree with me. You know? I, Shad Turner, do solemnly swear to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I, refuse to obey such lawful orders as superiors. And it does say that, in my version, I have to be beholden to the chief, that guy, yeah, Mr. Potato, commander in chief. But it's still there. I don't have to obey a unlawful order. And part of me is like that too, Caroline. Really is. I mean, I've been very monkish for a long time, but I'm also a social butterfly, which kind of gets me in trouble. Yeah. I feel, that's just my years of being in the clubs, I guess. Wow, Rooster. Yeah, I bet. And that's great. That's great, Thermite. That's great. And that's probably what we're going to have to try to figure out. Is how not to be in the system. Mananshi's in here. Hello, Mananshi. Freedom fighter. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, something has to change, and we have to change it. But the odds are stacked against us in changing any of this. And there's a lot of people that don't like change. They don't like change. No. Why are you gonna fuck with the taxes? And I heard the same thing, from my, my older relatives, is that, paying taxes is your patriot constitutional duty. No, it's not. It's an oppression. Freedom. It was only supposed to. It started during the war effort for World War II or World War I. I forget, but it was supposed to go away after the war. Never did. It was such a great idea. They kept it along. But isn't that what we started the whole freaking Boston Tea Party for? Taxation without... What the fuck is taxation without representation? I don't give a fuck who represents me. I hate paying taxes. Fuck you. My money is going to oppress others and myself. So I don't want to pay taxes. Why should I have to pay taxes for this woke bullshit? CTR. Communist treason. Trader Joe. Yeah. A tyrannical regime that's helping other tyrannical regimes. No, fuck that. That's true, Bosco Blue. That's true too, Garsman. Yeah, you gotta buy stuff. No, they don't, Carol-Ann. So why are we paying? Oh, because of crime and punishment. Rewards, punishment. What is the risk? You see, going back to the whole Viking thing. Vikings were willing to risk life and limb for a little hand of gold in a far-off land that they've never been before. Yeah, Klingon princess. Yeah, they're done. They're over it. They're over it. And they know that it will never get better. It's only gotten worse. And that's the same for us too. Every time I turn around, I see something else about 2A. I've been, as you all know, I've been trying to get this fucking gun for months now, and I'm just about there. And every time I get so close to getting this gun, and it's a very high price gun, and every time I get so close to getting it, it's just something else pops up, and I'm just like, fuck, really? The odds are stacked against us. They really are. Oh, there's some people out there that can go win the lottery tomorrow and pay all their fucking bills. And, hey, it's when you start caring is when shit happens, right? When you don't care, everything's good, right? Mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. They keep raising taxes so that they can have what would you say, $1 billion mansions and vacations while we can't breathe. That's right. Yeah, we gotta wear it. We gotta wear them. For clean out on our house, should take the tax residence and clean the census for the husband and 2 children. Never been married, had no children. All right, that's right. Yeah. Well, try not paying your taxes. Ignorance is bliss. That's right. Knowledge is power. But that's, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Yeah, mind over matter. That was the whole. That was the message of 1984. Was knowledge is power, but you shouldn't be bothered with that. It's too much. It's too much responsibility for you. So be thankful that you are ignorant and bliss. Just do what you're told. It's easier. And we've all felt that way too, right? And I've seen it. I've seen that in the Marine Corps. And I've seen that in other businesses. If you shut up, keep your nose clean, keep the eye off of you. Don't rock the boat. Just do as you're told. Don't make any statements. Do whatever is asked of you. Sooner or later you become boss. And then of course you look for the nail. The nail gets the hammer. Anybody that speaks up, except this pin is a little different. Yeah, this is a special pin. It is a special pin. It's got hand sanitizer. Look, all sanitized. See, what the fuck? Somebody's making fucking millions of dollars off of this shit, selling this crap. It's great though. It's great. It's a good pin though. Yeah. Now you can take advantage of the system, which happens all the time. All the time. Lenny on the Mississippi. And you might have to think like that too. Is how can I take advantage of the system so I can get ahead? It would kind of go against morals and scruples, but just about borderline criminal. I don't know. But hey, what's criminal? Whatever they say is criminal. Wrong speak, wrong thought is criminal. They're coming out at the DHS, the FBI, the ATF, everybody. Everybody is being weaponized against us. If we stand up, the nail gets the hammer. They're the hammer. They got the hammer. They got the monopoly on fucking violence. Yeah, we got the 2A. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Death Claw. Yeah. And I was told, because I've always been that guy. I had to say shit. I had to say something. If I didn't like it, I had to say something. So I didn't get too far. And they told me, bug out adventures. I got a strike, no complying. I will take advantage of the system that I've paid into since I was 13. I'm 54 now. Not sorry. Yeah. And so I was told that keep your nose clean, keep the eye off of you, do as you're told, and then when you become in charge, when you become E4, E5, E6, then you can make change. You can do the changes that you wanted, while you were an E3, a non-rate. That doesn't help me now. Prepping 101. Hey, so I remember we were going into a live fire exercise, and we had this boot Louis, and he was telling us what we're gonna do, and I raised my hand. I was in the platoon, and I was like, "Sir, excuse me, sir. That's fucked up, sir. You're gonna get us all killed, sir. With all due respect, sir." And everybody was like, And of course, Boot Lee was like, did this Lance Corporal just tell me I'm gonna get them all killed? And I got pulled off to the side by my staff sergeant, and he was just like, Todos, shut the fuck up. But I respect you. But shut the fuck up. Don't do it again. And you know what? It actually worked. It actually worked. I spoke up. I got in trouble. I was the nail that got the hammer. But guess what? I'm still alive. We didn't do a Y-shaped ambush. We didn't do an X-shaped ambush. We did an L-shaped ambush. He wanted to do this crazy fucking, let's first squad go over here and second squad go over here, cease fire and return fire. And I was like, no, fuck that. No, you're going to get us all killed. No. And sure enough. So it worked. I stood up. I said something. No, I didn't make it too far. And that Boot Louie actually went back and was just like, he's right. But still, I got to get him. That's how it works. You willing to pay the price for that? In life, right here, right now. If tomorrow they just took all your money, they can do it with a button. Boom. Bye-bye money. Bank account erased. ATMs closed. Done. You're all done. Gas is now $10 a gallon. A loaf of bread is $100. That's gonna fucking happen. They can do that shit. They're doing it all over the world. That's what's going on right now all across the fucking world. That oil is like almost $100 a gallon, a barrel. Yeah, it's been that high before, but yeah, inflation. Yeah. Right on. But are we willing to do that? That's my question. When the police state surrounds us, which it is. Oh yes, it is. I mean, when nothing we say or do is legal. Yeah, the system is in charge. And the system is being used against us. I mean, the right, So yeah, how many of you guys still drink Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew? How many still watch football, baseball, soccer? How many of us still buy things made in China? How many of us still pay taxes? How many of us still drive cars? How many of us still use gasoline? How many of us still drink coffee and smoke cigarettes, do drugs? How many of us are still sick and have to go to the hospital? Everything is compromised. Everything. I hear you, Def Claw. That's great. I love the fact that you're there. But you're only one guy. One man. Everything, all of us are islands in the middle of an ocean. And we have little strings going back and forth to each other. little cans. Hello, 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 hello. That's us. That's all of us. It's everyone. Right, devout, disavowed. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, Bug Out, is once you've seen... can you hear me now? Yeah. Ooh. I seen that, fat man. Once you've been enlightened, if you will, Bigfoot, Lake Fairy, hello. once you've been enlightened, it doesn't mean that you'll be happy. It actually means, I mean, for most of I struggle between being enraged and happy. Oh man. They cut the strings about to use smoke signals. That's what we're facing. The system that we work for, the system that we pay into is it's weaponized and can be turned off at a moment's notice. That's it. Boom, done. You know? It's everything. How long can you last in your home? And that's, yeah, Texas red leg. Yeah. And all of us will. We do. I mean, I'm not happy unless I'm angry. I must admit, I feel really good when I give out a guttural yell. You know, just I feel much better. That's just a berserker in me. But what's going to happen when? Thank you. Yeah. It's just I'm going wild. I relax. You know, it's after work. You know, boom, I let my hair down. You know, I throw it up. I throw it up all the time. And I've started kind of braiding it. You know, doing my little braids. But and that's the thing is being armed and ready. You know. Hey, thank you very much, Jill. Thank you. Being armed and ready. That scares them the most. There's more guns than there are people in this country. And that scares the fuck out of them. That's why there's so much against the 2A. Prepping preacher passed away. Who's that? Sorry to hear that. My condolences. You know, an armed society is a polite society. And for the most part, we are resisting tyranny. We are. Just by the pure, simple fact that we have that. And it's fucking impossible for them to get them all. It is. They can't. Exactly, Kevin. They cannot control us. They will. But they will. They will try. And they will try hard. You see what they're doing. You see what they're doing in Canada. You see what they're doing in Australia. You see what they're doing in France. They're trying. They're trying to do it. France is fighting. Y'all don't see what's going on in France. Y'all don't see what's going on in Germany. Watch Rupley. Just watch. Just, you know, hit. Boom. They're fighting every night. Yeah, sure. You can talk about the Antifas and the, you know, the anti, you know, whatever. But they're up there. They're starting all that shit. But the people don't give a fuck. They're like, hey, whatever. Come on in. You know. Norway, same thing. And the cops, oh man, you ain't seen shit. You want to see some heavy-handed Leos? Go to Norway. They will whoop your ass. They'll body check you quickly. This is happening all over the world, and the people are done. And you're going to get to that point where we've evolved to the point, okay, where we are borderline nonviolent. Really, we are. If this would have happened 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 20 years, 10 years ago, there would have been, this country would have burnt. This country would have burnt down. We would have lynched every fucking senator out there. Everybody. We would have lynched everyone that had a freaking, you know, abbreviation in front of their name. Now it's okay. Fine. That sucks. Okay. Oh, but it's okay if you know, a fascist mob like the Khmer Rouge, like the brown shirts. History is repeating itself, people. It's not gonna. Society is not breaking down. It's tightening. like a noose, like a chain around your wrist, around your neck. And soon it's going to suffocate you. You'll have no choice but to do as you're told. Right? Yeah. I have to. Yeah, look at that. There you go, Death Claw. Awesome. Boom. Drop links. It's everywhere. The people are done, and they are scared. And you know what that means? That means they have to run and hide, like Mr. Sparkle Socks is doing. They got to run and hide, and make decrees and edicts. Well, it's illegal to honk your horn. Run away. Run the fuck away. Yeah. Has he created political suicide? No. Hell no. How do you think he got in power in the first place? He's insulated. Just like our fucking potato is insulated. Come on, man. I got hairy legs. What the fuck? 81 million votes. Most legit president in the world, huh? Oh, that's their name for him, Deathclaw. They call him that. I got that from the Canadians. Yeah. But I'm turning into an old man here. All right. I don't want to be a freedom fighter in a wheelchair. You know, in a walker. Yeah, I have a stable shooting platform. Just rest on the walker, or I'll be on my scooter, on my roundabout. Beep beep, motherfuckers. But they're going after our children. They're going after our money. They're going after our minds. Sparkle Socks Zipper Bandit. Yeah. I'm seeing oh shit. The deer on the move, and they're huge. Damn, they're fucking big. I can see the racks from here across the street. At least 200 meters away. Yeah, this is a worldwide criminal organization that has taken over the world. Quad barrel waker with a rascal. Okay. Yeah, the rascal. Yeah, that's what they're called, a rascal. Yeah. I'll have a rascal technical. You know what a technical is? It usually has a douchego on the back of it. I'm going to have a rascal. Beep, beep. It just might be the Walmart kind, you know. Big old fucking 50 cal on it. Hey, you little whippersnappers. Yeah. Oh, my arthritis. You have an armored rascal. Yeah. You know, we all know those old folks, too. They were in World War I, World War II, and they kicked our ass, didn't they? They talked shit the whole fucking time. They didn't give a fuck. Where's our people like that? Where are we at? Where's... They're going to be in for a pound. 10 miles an hour. Damn. That's badass. Badass, Joe. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Little battle setup right there. Little mole kit for your mags and shit, so you can reload on the rascal. Fuck yeah. I dig it. But we all think that it's only a matter of time, you know, until it all just blows over, and you know, it all blows up right in their face. They're playing it smart, people. They're fucking playing it smart. Oh yeah, it's all visual, all visual. Everything plays off like like a freaking movie in my head, really. Uh, do it, please, Joe. That'd be badass. We're like, yeah. Oh man. When I broke my ankle, I wish I would have had one like that. A tactical rascal. But folks, it's not looking good for the home front. I mean, Joe's helping them. Trader Joe is helping them. Trader Joe is helping Australia. Our United States of America is the New World Order engine. Let that sink in. Our tax dollars, our blood, sweat, and tears, our economy, our commerce, our effort, our kids, our men and women that join the military to go fight for their cause. We are the engine for the NWO. Nobody else is. And that's why there's such a big problem with China and Russia, because they don't want to be a part of that. They've seen the writing on the walls and they're like, no. And China and Russia actually think that they can overtake the NWO and be on top. And maybe. Yes. Major pain. And you know, that's a good point there, Bigfoot. Really good fucking point. I mean, I know you're talking to guardsmen and everything, but we were on the verge of having a peace of mind. We were on the verge of feeling better. And all this big fucking boogaloo globalist motherfuckers came out of nowhere and said, oh, you look weak. We're going to take over now. Yeah. While you were sleeping and while you were going on about peace of mind, having a peace of mind. Yes. Let's be peaceful. Let's be nice. Let's be evolved. Fuck that. Fuck that. That is gone. That is gone. No more of that. No more of that. They cannot think that way. Now you got to be spiteful. Fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you. It says somewhere in the Bible too. I'm pretty sure it does. You know? Do you know, from a historical standpoint, the Romans, right? They were the great conquerors, right? Their biggest problem was taking Israel, was taking Jerusalem. The biggest problem. And I'm sorry, Menashe, but not really. I'm sorry. Fuck that. Get mad, get angry, get spiteful, get devious, get cunning. That's the only way. That's how you counter strength. That's how you counter. They have strength. We have cunning. I have the hate. Where do you need the fire? Jerusalem was the hardest to fight and the hardest to hang on to. And ultimately, the Romans were beaten. The Romans left. They're like, fuck this. We're done. Those Jews do not fucking play nice. Oh, yeah. They're like, oh, hi. How are you doing? Hello, Roman centurion. Hi. Nice to meet you. Yeah, go ahead and turn your back, motherfucker. Where do you think Sicario came from? Sicario. Look it up. Look it up. You know what Sicario was? Sicario was a secret group, a secret society that killed Roman dignitaries and Roman legionaries and Roman soldiers and any Jewish leaders that went and cast lots with the Romans. They assassinated. Bye bye, and boom, they were gone. Yeah, the Jews fought like hell to keep Jerusalem and almost won. But, ultimately the Romans, they won. And then the Romans took over, and, the rest is history. Until the Romans were just like, fuck, we cannot contain this. Eventually, they're going to just kill us all. Everybody we throw in here is, because their goal was to enslave the population, to take their resources. And the biggest resource is mankind, is force, labor. Work in the salt mines. Here's your potato. Have a nice day. You get 2 hours of sleep. Your shift starts in 2 hours. You don't have to. You don't have to. You'll drink enough. We'll feed you enough, and we'll give you enough water to survive. And you'll get a potato. You get a sweet potato. That's what they did in China. They got a sweet potato for their pay. It wasn't even cooked. Sometimes they would cook it. But you worked. You worked in the coal mines. And you died. They tried it here too. All the coal mine towns. Boudica. Yes, Queen Boudica. Queen Boudica. She died. She put up a good fight. Yes, Deathclaw. And that it was she united the Celt people, absolutely. And Queen Boudica, but she died just like everybody else. But she stood up. And some would argue that she would have won if there would have been more, shall we say, a little bit more organization. There was no organization. The Romans were very organized. And Queen Boudica was basically saying, hey, Celtic people, let's go fight. Okay. Rah. And they did. And that's basically what we're going to have. We're going to have a Queen Boudica. And we're going to fight. She's going to die. And even though we're all... The American people are some of the most highly fucking trained fucking tactical warriors in the world. Who do you think teaches special forces? Who do you think teaches that everybody else how to fight and shoot and kill and knife? I mean, it's not the military. They don't have... They teach it and they work on it. They teach their people. We teach them. Thunder Ranch. You ever heard of Thunder Ranch? I mean, there's places like that. You go. Yeah, primitive tactics. Primitive tactics. What is primitive tactics? Zug, axes, machetes. Yeah, that's great. But tactics have evolved. Tactics are tactics. You want to get primitive? Okay, get primitive. Wear a loincloth. But you better be damn fucking silent. You better be silent and deadly. And you better not have any kind of heat signature either. Because they can see in the dark. They have FLIR, forward-looking infrared. They can see your ass miles away and just send it. Yeah, Clint. Yeah, Clint's a badass. Yes, and he's still doing it. Still doing it, Joe. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Clint. But a lot of people don't know. But yeah. Thunder Ranch, fucking badass. Their Soldier of Fortune shot. There's a guy in Nevada. He's a private citizen. He has a jet fighter. He's got tanks. He goes up there and flies his jet, shoots the tanks. He's got missiles. Yeah. I gotta cover my things. Splitting out. Getting a thorn down there is going to be very, very bad. Clothes and shoes are a great idea. Just saying. But we're facing an enemy. Badass. So primitive. Okay. Gather the masses, go fight. Who are you going to fight? Who's the enemy? Where is the enemy? There's no... It's not conventional warfare. The enemy's not up on a hill, gathered in a mass. We're not surrounding them. All right, it's the other way around. We are the enemy. Oh, welcome to Cleveland. But the enemy is everywhere. The front line is everywhere. It's an asymmetrical warfare. It would be an asymmetrical battle. Who are you going to fight? Where? You're going to get on the streets and shoot your pew-pews? Now what? Who are you going to shoot at? There's nobody there. There's no target. And that's the biggest thing. Yeah. These EOs are gone. You all hear Marburg, biowarfare. That's what they're doing anyway. Talk softly and carry a big stick. I'm done talking softly. I have to I gotta say certain words, and I can't say certain words. But I can still have violence of speak, violence of action. Fuck. It's just pissing me off. Yeah, even though we outnumber them, we are completely surrounded. We are isolated and contained. Yeah, that's true. It really is. And they're going to work on that. They're going to work on that. We're going to see more and more and more censorship. You know? MSM. Okay, who? United? Who? And then what? I mean, how does that work? What does that look like? How would you draw that up? How would I plan that out on my whiteboard? Think about that. There's contingencies and safeguards against that. Are you going to go Sicario? Could be Ninja. They got Sicarios and ninjas too. Teddy Roosevelt was not the great man you have led to believe. I know how to make them too. Yeah, plutonium and uranium. Put them together. Boom. There you go. Big bada boom. Yeah, it's easy. That's the easy things that are the hardest, right? How are you going to go after MSM? Fine, let's make another. There's five other ones. I wasn't in Tennessee. I was born and raised in Tennessee. I went to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, to work in the pest control industry for my uncle, and ultimately spent 20 years there fucking around. And well, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina is a fucking cesspool. You can't make any money there. And if you go back to my beginnings, you can see everything fell apart and I hit rock bottom. And so I had the opportunity and was given the opportunity from many people on YouTube and here. And there was a guy that owned the company in Cleveland, Ohio that I work for now. And so it was perfect. It's perfect. Some would call it divine intervention. Some would call it, a community bringing me about. So, I mean, it's I don't want to talk about it because I'll start fucking crying. And you don't want to see me cry. Wow, Joe. So, yeah, anyway, Carol Ann, there's a lot of history there. But anyway, yeah, I don't care. I tell you. Yeah, Kevin. You got my back? Thank you, Prepping 101. What does that look like? That's the point. That's another thing. Who the fuck is going to help me? Who's got my back? Who's got my back when I'm getting arrested? Who's got my back when that door comes kicking in and the love of my life, Charity, is shot in front of my eyes? And I get beanbagged and tasered. A black bag goes over my head and my hands get zip tied, and I'm out the fucking door in a van somewhere to be interrogated, or brought to Honduras or Gitmo for the rest of my life. to be interrogated and tortured for saying what I want. Then I'll have no voice. Then I'll just be gone, be disappeared. 1911 or Model 17. Neither for me. We all sleep. That's right. Even the most badass warrior in the world is as vulnerable as a baby when they sleep. No, I sleep light, and that's just the way it is. I have issues. I wake up in the middle of the night, ready to fight from the smallest little noise. That's my upbringing. I don't wish that upon anyone. But Charity helps me with that. She does. If I wake up in that state of fight, go fight, kill, I look at Charity. And Charity's like, it's okay. Then I go, okay, everything's okay. But if I wake up and she's gone, yeah, I know something's up. Or I hear her barking, yeah. Yeah, you can call that. You can call it that. I absolutely can call that divine intervention. Beautiful thing, absolutely. If we can do that, if we can come together in that way for each other, for this country, then that would be a beautiful thing. And I have hopes for that. And I like that as a community. But what happens when this gets gone? When I can't talk to you anymore? When you can't talk to me anymore? When I get thrown into the torabute, or the place of forgetting. Yeah, I heard this. And that's why I'm here. The Canadians are literally getting arrested and okay with it. They're okay with that. And we'll see what happens tomorrow. I wouldn't say that, Klingon. I would not say it's a sad day. No. I wouldn't say it's a sad day. It shows, because the same thing that the truckers are doing is the same thing that Gandhi did. And it's I don't mean to go back to the Monty Pythons, but come see the violence inherited in the system. Help, I'm being repressed. Everything they throw at the truckers, the world gets to see. And that just galvanizes their more than you know, Rooster. Yeah, more than you know. That's what you want to call it. Yeah. Yeah. Hypervigilance. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being slightly mad. I'm okay with that. Because I understand that. And we all know that knowing is half the battle. No, Carol Ann. You can't bail me out. You can't. They're not going to allow you to do that. They just won't. And they'll just take your money. Just like they did with Go Sin Go, Give Sin Go. Just like they did with, they'll shut down the bank. That's what Canadians are doing. I thank you, though. I thank you very much, Carol Ann. Yeah. And North. Whatever. We all got PTSD of some type. Post-traumatic stress disorder. I just call it being fucking mad and crazy. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. But how are you going to bail me out when I'm in Gitmo? They've took your money. And now you're in the cell with me. Do it. Do it, Deathclaw. I can't. If I do, I have to cut the live stream. Which I am willing to do if everybody's okay with that. I need to end this anyway and go to bed. Because I gotta wake up in the morning and go to work. Scared tactics, yeah. Psychops. You gotta crush the will to fight in the enemy. And how do you do that? There's many ways. You use psyops. Lie, cheat, steal, intimidation, and coerce. That's what they use. That's the tactics they use. You know. Rules for Radicals by Saul Alinsky. Yeah, read that. You'll bust me out. You'll have to do it with no, I'm talking about yeah, that's how you'd have to do it. Kentucky survival. Uh, an unarmed population, right? Be the nightmare. There you go, guys. Be the nightmare. But we're fighting a nightmare. Losing the will to fight. Well, we haven't even fought yet. The best thing that you can actually do is teach your kids. Yeah, I mean, going back to the Canadians. Now, see, they're all being arrested. We expected that. They expected that, and they're freely going about their way and letting themselves be arrested and martyrized. They're being martyred as we speak. And what does that do? That galvanizes their efforts. That sends more recruits to the cause. And so now there's going to be more. If there's more in Ottawa after everybody's been arrested, then it's a true movement. I mean, seriously, if more people showed up, double people showed up after all these people just got arrested, what the fuck are they going to do? Yeah, guardsmen. But I think you have to be a monster to hunt monsters. Absolutely. Yeah. The Mossad, anyone? Yes, going generation, but they're being pussified as we speak. The RCMP or the military will not arrest the go list, then we should go make a citizen's arrest. Yeah, I agree, Manashi. Yeah. I mean, sounds like somebody. Only so many jail cells. So if the same amount of people are still in Ottawa after all the arrests, then there's a movement. And then they're going to have rules for radicals. Then they're going to the tyrannical regime is going to have to ramp up their efforts. I mean, where does it end? It ends with them. They don't want bloodshed. That's the thing. They do not want violence and bloodshed. They do, but they want the accuser to do it. And that's great. That's great to hear, Joe. That's great to hear. Ghost in the Dark. Yeah, Ghost in the Dark. I like that. Yeah, they want total compliance. For everything for them to work is total compliance. So anyway, I'm gonna end this stream. It's getting about my bedtime, and I'm getting fucking fired up here. Is there, please? Let's show some fellows acts. Yeah, go to Northern Girl Hobbies. Go to Rage in the Cage. Northern Girl Hobbies and Rage in the Cage have been doing, and Green Thumb Prepper have been doing a conglomerational. Yeah, you're right, Texas Redleg. You're right. And it's just we the people of this country and of this world. Thank you very much, folks. Go to Rage in the Cage. Go to Northern Girl Hobbies. Go to Green Thumb Prepper. Take off. I think somebody said love Raid to Rage in the Cage. Send him my best regards. All right. This has been Mad Shad. Take care, everyone. Or journey well or fight well. Bye. Good night.